Hello again, everyone. Zack Attack is here with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for tonight, Thursday, September 5th, 2013. Alright, Rose okay Impact tonight, despite the fact there was a little bit of competition when it comes to channel surfing. Like every other wrestling fan, I probably flipped a few times in a football game. Of course, Ravens taking on the Broncos. By the time making this attack line, it was halftime, 14-14. 17-14. So, despite the little competition for the football game, it was okay Impact tonight. These are the Impact tonight taped from Cleveland, Ohio. We found out the final four for the BFG series, when it was shaken up by the 12-man last chance gauntlet. Plus, we'll find out which Ace and Eights member was going to take on Bully Ray. Is going to take on Bully Ray next week for the TNA World Championship. I had a suspicion, and I am white on it. I kind of made my prediction on the attack line, and I am white. Because you saw the storyline building for weeks and weeks. With the breakdown of Ace and Eights and the trust for Bully Ray ruling with an iron fist as president without taking any votes anymore and doing whatever he wants. He basically vowed that, well, saying his beginning promo as he would begin Impact tonight, with of course his Ace and Eights brethren standing by his side for now, as we would see by the end of the evening. So Wayne was kissing his little book test marker, that is. He talks about, saying that he and Ace and Eights all control of TNA. He's a leader. He appreciates all of them despite all the bullshit he's been handing them and all this supposed tension. And there was some Tito sucks chants, but he's like, I don't care. Of course, it was going to be an Ace and Eights night, as Ace and Eights had three big matches tonight, with the big main event with Bully Ray and Sting, the gauntlet match which Anderson was a part of. We would have a non-title match between Bischoff and Briscoe against the tag champs, Storm and Gunner. But our first big matchup was indeed Chris Sabin taking on Knox. It was Sabin's first match since losing the championship against Bully Ray. Bully Ray stuck around ringside where the other Ace and Eights members left as Bully Ray watched Knox take on Sabin. Now, Sabin tried his best to really match straight on Knox as he was trying to get momentum and try to gain back what he had lost and get on the road to win back the TNA World Championship. He even trying to go for a big move there. Go for okay moves, including a big submission move. But the Knox and his big strength would dominate the later half of the matchup, delivering a big move and some killer hard-hitting moves to Sabin. And like I said, he dominated the later half of this matchup despite after the early fury from Sabin coming out adrenaline and wanting to get back to the position where he once was. Get back on the road to be once again TNA World Champion. As Knox was continuing to destroy him with some strength moves and tough offense. Sabin was on the rope there. He was going for a big move. Knox was going for a big move, a big kick. Sabin blocked it. It was Mookie on the leg and then delivered a big drop kick. And Sabin looked like he had things back in control, back his way again after that drop kick. But Bully Ray Lewis said, was at ringside watching his fellow Ace and Eights member take on Mr. Sabin, got the ball hammer from the ringside area and gave it to Knox to try to hit Sabin with it. But then Sabin got the hammer, and Sabin didn't care about winning or losing. He had completely lost his walker, should I say. He's off his walker as he nailed Knox with the bow hammer right in the back of the head, causing a disqualification victory for Knox. After Sabin got himself disqualified, I think, like I said, Sabin don't care anymore. He lost his TNA World title. He's a ravaged animal. He's off his walker, whatever you want to call it. He's more crazier than Miley. Bad pun to say, but hey, I wanted a good joke. Bad joke, but hey, like I said, it's all I can work with at this time. anyway, so Saban, after that, Bullhammer out his anger. He even, Saban was like furious. Even slammed down Velvet Sky trying to calm him down. And he's like, he's not going to take it. Like, Saban's not going to take it. No, he's not going to take it. Saban's not going to take it anymore. Like I said, Saban's lost it. He's now venging against. He wants vengeance. He wants payback. He wants retribution in any way, shape, or form against Ace and Eights. Like I said, it didn't matter about winning or losing. It was about sending a message to Ace and Eights by using that bullhammer. Poetry in motion. So, there you go. Now, on with our next segment now. Mickie James was, I should know some sort of shit would be pulled. Like, Mickie James claimed she was going to have some sort of performance plan for tonight's Impact in Cleveland, but she decided to storyline cancel it because of the aftermath of the VMAs. Not letting her be nominated or whatever. VMAs are for pop artists, not country. Unless you're Taylor Swift, you're both. Taylor Swift's a pop and a country star, so she can be nominated. So she's multi-genre. She's crossover. Not Mickie. She's country, pure country, not pop like Taylor Swift has become. So Mickie James talking about, not performing because of the VMAs and talking about she made a Miley Cyrus reference. Hey, step away. TNA making a Miley Cyrus reference is as bad as seeing Ryan Seacrest introduce the NFL kickoff, only to see it delayed for 15 minutes. Anyway, that did happen by the way tonight, because like I said, I was flipping. I bet you every man had to flip tonight with football's back, So, anyway, so Mickie didn't want to perform, and I knew whether or not Mickie performed or not, one person was going to get involved. That was ODB, the now number one contender for the TNA Knockouts Championship after defeating Gail Kim last week in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. ODB came out saying Mickie's not rock and roll and basically got into an altercation, beating her up, knocking her out, and even stripping Mickie down to her bra. No panties on, but she took a little whip-off t-shirt off and showed her bra to the wall. So there you go. ODB sending a big message to Miss Mickie James. I don't know what the title match is going to be. I bet you, like I said, my tagline today, and I'll say it again, it will be, I bet you, at Bound for Glory. Speaking of Bound for Glory, good segue to our next matchup, which is the big last chance 12-man gauntlet for the last minute points in the BFG series to shake up the final 4. 20 points were on the line. Everybody entered according to where they placed at the time of this time. So, first 2 entered were the 2 men who are never going to make it to the final 4. Hernandez and Jay Bradley. Then it was the Punk, Samoa Joe, and of course the final 4 entered, of course. At the time of this match, the final 4 were Jeff Hardy, Bobby Roode, Magnus, and Austin Aries. Those are the final 4 that entered. And for Gauntlet Battle Royal, there are some intense situations. With AJ coming right in. Actually, Austin Aries coming in when he came in, he basically flew and did a double clothesline move on both Kaz and Daniels. Who also, of course, Wood was in it. Anderson was in it. Trying to get some points in and trying to advance to the final 4. Of course, AJ came in and eliminated everybody left and right. AJ's on a wall. He wants to make a statement to TNA management because of this contract dispute and that shoot we saw last week. And we saw all the big men get eliminated, like Joe got eliminated. We saw Magnus got eliminated. Even, Hardy got eliminated. And Jeff Hardy, as we would see, would not only get eliminated from this gauntlet, he would be eliminated from something else as well. So there you go. The eliminations kept coming left and right. It was a typical Battle Royal gauntlet match until we came down to the final 2. With everyone getting eliminated, including like big double team moves with Kaz and Wood, even eliminated Samoa Joe. I think Aries got eliminated. And then Rude got eliminated. And of course, it was left in the final two. AJ against Daniels. Two men who are the best of friends, best of enemies. And what better way to have NJ end this road to redemption to the man that started the ball rolling with the worst year of AJ's career last year, starting off with the whole Claire Lynch incident. Of course, I did see a Claire Lynch sign. That was kind of funny seeing that Claire Lynch sign there. It was appropriate enough that AJ would end this by taking on Mr. Daniels in the final two. AJ was coming in with some big springboard forearms, some clothesline to get on with Daniels. Now, usually in the usual old school TNA gauntlet match, the final two would have to pin each other. It would go down to a normal one-on-one match. But now it's just elimination style now instead of the one-on-one match with the final two. So after some big clotheslines, gets a big backbreaker move. The 5-man carry backbreaker there. AJ was going for the Styles Clash to put the nail in the coffin. Daniels blocked it. AJ got the Pele with Daniels rocked. AJ tossed Daniels off the top rope, and AJ won the Battle Royal, getting 20 big points. And like I said, Jeff Hardy got eliminated for this match. Not only did Jeff Hardy get eliminated for this match, Jeff Hardy got eliminated for the top 4. Thanks to his 20 points, AJ not only is in the final 4, he's also the leader. He had 29 points heading into this final 4 match. He wasn't even in the final 4. Now he's in it with 29 points. So that means the final 4 are AJ Styles, who, as first place, got to choose his opponent. His opponent is Austin Aries. So it'll be AJ and Aries in the semifinal number 1 next week at No Surrender. And Magnus and Rude will be the other semifinal next week. And the winners of both those matches will face off in the BFG Series final next week as well. And the winner of that final match will be the one to face the TNA World Champion, whoever it will be, at Battle for Glory. Now, of course, Anderson lost that match, so Bully Ray was disappointed. But he had high hopes for our next match, which involved 2 of his other Ace and Eights brethren, Garrett Bischoff and Wes Briscoe, taking on in a non-title match, tag team title holders, Mr. Intensity, Mr. Gunner, teaming up with, of course, his championship partner, James Storm. Now, Briscoe and Bischoff attacked the tag champs from behind before the match started, weakening the champs, or at least trying to weaken the champs, but with beer swilling, James Storm spinning beer in the face of Briscoe and Bischoff. They were led to Storm and Gunner getting the advantage after that pre-match attack for Bischoff, and Briscoe dominated, like I said, dominated the early half of the matchup with some double team moves before Storm and Bischoff started the match. But after the early advantage from Storm, it was a decent tag match actually, because it was a very exciting tag match. After Storm started the matchup and tries to get a big suplex in, Wes got in, blocks it, and of course, Gary got a big hit on Storm in the corner, which led towards the isolation of Storm, as Briscoe and Bischoff got the advantage in the later half of this matchup with some double team moves, quick tags in and out, and of course isolating James Storm in their corner. Now, I've said this before, that Bischoff and Briscoe had their potential. They've had good potential as a tag team, despite the fact they're an Ace and Eights should go away. Bischoff and Briscoe are a decent tag team. You know, you saw that tonight in this match. It was a great double team moves, great isolation, and great tagging in and out. I think they could be big contenders. Well, they could be contenders after what we saw later on as the match went on. And then, following the isolation from Briscoe and Bischoff, Storm got the hot tag into Mr. Intensity Gunner. And Gunner, of course, came in with the hot tag in like a man possessed. Trying to use new analogies. I always say House of Fire. So like a man possessed Gunner got the match back in the way of he and Storm, which had a double team move with Gunner slingshotting Bischoff into a DDT by Storm. And even Storm got to hit the closing time move before he got the hot tag to Gunner. That's what kind of helped. Delivering a closing time move to Briscoe that kind of helped the tag to Gunner, which led to, of course, a double team move as Storm and Gunner got things back in their position. Gunner was going to get hit with the belt by whereas Briscoe tried to bring the belt in the ring. But as referee was distracted from trying to get the belt off of West to hit Gunner with, Bischoff had his own little weapon in his pants. A steel chain thing, like a necklace thing. So we're very distracted with trying to take the belt away from West. Bischoff nailed Gunner in the back of the head with this steel chain, and a 1-2-3 victory for Gunner and Bischoff. By hook or crook, Briscoe and Bischoff have just been the tag champs. In a night-title match, like I said, I think they've shown potential, but I think they finally achieved their full potential and possibly will be contenders for the tag team titles. Whether at next week's No Surrender Impact or eventually, probably at No Surrender's follow-up, the pay-per-view known as Bound for Glory. But with this win, Bischoff and Briscoe, like I said, probably put themselves in the driver's seat for a possible tag team title match. Beating the tag champs in a night title match by hook or crook, that's destined for a tag match for a title right there. So there you go with that. With momentum on Ace and 8 side with that victory for Briscoe and Bischoff, it was up to the president, Bully Ray, to retain that momentum as we head towards our main event following the BFG Finals matches review of the segment with AJ naming his opponent, Aries, and of course, leaving Magnus against Rude, matches being official. Then, like I said, led to the main event. Bully Ray taking on Sting. Of course, Bully Ray had to grab the mic as he came out with Brooke Tessmacher, his new girly friend, and of course his buddy, his muscle, Tito Ortiz. Bully Ray had to reiterate that this is a non-title match. Of course, Sting lost to Bully Ray at Slammiversary, which caused Sting to never get a shot at the world title again, as long as he's got a career. And Bully Ray's like, I don't care if it's non-title night, I'm going to beat your ass. I don't care what Hogan makes me do. I'm the champ, blah, 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 blah. You know who I am. Screw you, screw Hogan. That name queued up Hogan's music. And Hogan made two little rulings involving this match. Two little changes. One, Mr. Ortiz had to be tossed to the back, leaving Miss Tessmacher, Brooke Tessmacher, and Mr. Anderson at ringside. Now, Anderson, I've been seeing this tension built with Ace and Ace for weeks, but the VP not being happy with the way Ace and Ace are going, and of course furthered by the fact that Bully Ray was angry at Anderson and mouthing off at him before they got to the ring together, and Bully Ray being disappointed that Anderson lost his match tonight. So if one changed down to the matchup with Hogan tossing out Ortiz, he made another change to this matchup, making this match go from a normal match to a no disqualification match. After that ruling, with Bully Ray mad at Hogan, Sting came up with an immediate Stinger Splash to start the match, and Sting, like a man possessed, started the match with full control, punching the hell out of Bully Ray and dominating the early going with some great offensive moves. There was until Bully Ray grabbed the chair and got momentum on his side by nailing Sting 1,000 times. With the chair, actually, Sting brought the chair into fashion first. Sting nailed Bully Ray with the chair first. Bully Ray did get to nail Sting eventually. After the chair shot, Sting was delivering to Bully Ray's back. So after that, Bully Ray did nail a low blow to get position back to him with that nailed numerous chair shots to Sting following the chair being bent. So when Bully Ray got the match back in his possession, even after Sting put him in a Scorpion Deathlock once, Bully Ray got a little box cutter from Taz, cutting the weak canvas, exposing the boards, trying to do what he did to Sting the last time they faced at Slammiversary, exposing that canvas, exposing those boards, and delivering a pile driver to Sting, where it almost happened. But like I said, that's when Sting got the Scorpion Deathlock on Bully Ray after Bully Ray exposed the boards. And I said this in my tagline. I predicted that Ace and Eights and Main Event Mafia were going to get involved. Boy, was I right. As Sting was delivering the Scorpion Deathlock the first time to Bully, here comes those members of Ace and Eights. The rest of them, besides Ortiz, of course, Bischoff, Briscoe, and Knox, coming and beating the crap out of Sting, breaking the hold. And like I said, and I knew this was going to happen when you see Ace and Eights, you see Main Event Mafia. So Magnus, Joe, and Mr. Rampage got in the ring and beat the rest out of Ace and H, making them fight all the way to the back. With just Bully Ray and Sting left in the ring after Ace and H got chased out to the back by Main Event Mafia clearing him out. Sting got the Scorpion Death Lock again, following the block of the pile driver. So with Bully Ray in the Scorpion Deathlock again, it nailed the ropes. Of course, you can't get a rope break in this because of, being no DQ. Anderson. It looked like Anderson was going to help Bully Ray because he grabbed the bull hammer. And Bully Ray was like inches away from the hammer. Anderson's like, you want it? You want the hammer? Come get it, big boy. Come get it, bitch. So he had the hammer a few inches from Bully Ray. And then Anderson grabbed the hammer away. And he's like teasing. He was teasing Bully Ray with the hammer. After he teased him to grab on the bottom of the rope, Anderson grabbed it. And he's like, I got the hammer. I got the hammer. Oops. And after Anderson dropped the hammer with no other option, Bully Ray was left to tap out to the Scorpion Deathlock. Thanks to Anderson not helping him, Sting got the victory over Bully Ray, non-title, in his no DQ matchup. And of course, I saw this tension for weeks with Anderson not being happy with the direction that Bully Ray's taking with Ace and Eights, seeing Bully Ray's brother Devon get tossed to the side, and seeing Tito Ortiz come in, and no votes, and Anderson feels like he has no control anymore. He's VP, but he feels like he has no control. Apparently, he made a big statement tonight by screwing Bully Ray out of this matchup by not getting in the hammer. So Bully Ray still laid out from the Scorpion Deathlock. Anderson said, do you know who I am? I'm the guy who's going to challenge you next week for the TNA World title. Now, I said it was going to be Anderson or Knox, but I had a sneaky suspicion that it was more likely to be Anderson to take on Bully Ray next week, because Hogan said that Bully Ray would have to defend his title next week on Impact against one of his Ace and Eights brethren, and it's going to be Anderson. So, there you go. I had a sneaky suspicion it was Anderson, because we've been seeing this tension between these two built up, especially more built up tonight, and it came to a head with Anderson. I think Anderson's going to leave Ace and Eights. I bet you this is the official kiss-off to Ace and Eights for Anderson. Anderson. So we end with Anderson laying on top of a fallen Bully Ray with the TNA title above his head. An omen, a possible omen for what could happen next week. What will the other Ace and Eights do? Are they going to side with Bully Ray? That's the big question. Who's Ace and Eights going to help? Briscoe, Bischoff, and Knox, they have a huge decision to ponder. Which side are they going to be on? Are they on Anderson's side or Bully's side? Likely to be on Bully's side. And ditching Anderson like they ditched Devon after he got pinned in that 10-man tag 2 weeks ago. So there you go. No surrender next week. The Bound for Glory series, semi-finals and finals, with AJ taking on Austin Aries and Magnus taking on Wood. Winners of both those matches face off in the finals with the winner of those final match. That final match will face off against the champ, whether it's Bully Ray or Mr. Anderson, whoever wins the TNA title match next week for that title and Bound for Glory. That is it for my TNA Impact review tonight. Decent Impact, good tag team match, and a decent okay main event. And matches made for No Surrender. Like I said, that is it. Thank you all very much for watching. With that in mind, you've all been attacked by this review from Zach. Have a great rest of your Thursday, whether it was left of it. And have a great weekend, everybody. Yeah.